Yeah, straight from Pakistan to LA to Boston on the line right now. I met him real briefly at Scam Summer last year, man. AZ Chike, what up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Congrats on everything, man. Packed Up is out right now. I'm a huge fan, man. I was a huge fan before the whole Kendrick thing, by the way, too. But I know you
Yeah.
got a whole new fan base now, man. But congrats on everything, bro.
Nah, I appreciate it, brother. It's been a long time coming.
Yo, it's definitely been a long time coming, but you know, obviously with the Kendrick and the Schoolboy and all that connect coming from LA, do you feel like in LA, how do you run into those guys like that when I feel like that community can be really big in LA? You know what I mean?
We kind of always been connected already. Uh, my best friend since like sixth grade. He got AZ in front of his name too. His name AZ Sweat. TDE was kind of like always his family, like literally his big brother. All been on tour. He went on tour with Q doing I think Oxymoron. So like
Mm.
the connection was always there. Shout out Q manager King. They always like kept a close eye on us. We always was rapping, but like they'll never like do too much. Like they'll see us drop a cool little song and they'll send a message to Sway like, yeah, that was cool, little homie. Like you know what I mean? Like
Right.
and once we caught wind and I built it. I built something for myself out here. It just kind of like happened on its own. Once they seen like, oh, they pulling their own weight.
Right.
They actually made it happen. That first link up with Q came about. It was like 2021, and like I said, King, he was the one who reached out to me like, yo, pull up, and one thing led to another. So it was always meant to happen. We came up on them, we was fans, and
Yep.
we always somewhat been connected.
AZ Chike is on right now. Now, like you said, people watching you, but then like everyone's always watching somebody because you have to put in that work, right? We're kind of educating some of these new artists that are watching and listening right now too. Like
Yeah,
you can be a rapper and an artist or whatever, but if you're not consistently grinding and doing what you need to do for a couple of years to show that consistency, it's like,
yeah.
okay, we're gonna watch you, but how long are you gonna keep this going? Because then when the time is right, you got to be ready, kind of deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fact. You gotta believe it too. I know a lot of people out here who've been grinding for years, 15, 20 years, and
Right.
unfortunately still in the same place, but they don't believe it, right? Like they want something to fall out the sky. It's mind over matter, and it's the physical part, right? Like just actually doing the work, but
Right.
believe in the work too. Like so, is
Yeah.
you can't have one without the other, bro. Like sometimes, shit. If you believe hard enough, you might not have to do half the work. Like
Right?
that's how we get overnight sensations and you
Right.
know what I mean? Like overnight success, they just believed harder than they worked and you know, uh, your subconscious and the universe don't know the difference. If you believe you'll start, then you'll start.
Right. I like that, man. AZ Chike. You even in your one of your lines in Packed Up, you said, I never complained about the thing I clearly did never deserve to get. I feel like the new world, there's a lot of people that put in like a couple of months worth of work and go, man, what the hell? Nothing's happening. Why isn't AZ reaching out to me? Like I've been putting in
Yeah,
work. You know what I mean? But it's like you have
yeah.
to put in so much work, right?
Again, it's the mind over matter shit, bro. You want to do the least complaining you have to do, and if you is gonna complain, go talk to yourself about it in the shower. Don't express it with everybody else, because power of the tongue is real. But uh, yeah, you gotta be a warrior in this shit, man. I got a little juice now, and it's times there where I gotta like, put my pride and ego to the side and just, be the bigger person. You know what I'm saying for the bigger picture. And once you get that attitude, shit, sky's the limit, dude.
I love that. You got another dope line on there too. I love this right here. Getting away with disrespect, calling it content. That's
Yeah,
another world that we're living in right now, where people are just literally saying wildish stuff just to get a reaction, but they're gonna come across some wrong people sometimes.
yeah, that's a fact too. The internet is a cold motherfucker, man. Quick consumption, and
Right.
it's so easy to spiral, getting that dopamine hit from engagement, and you know what I mean.
Right.
There's a real world out there. There is a thin line between the internet and real life, but there's a real world out there, man, and I feel like people are sacrificing who they are, their foundation, their morals, just for some retweets from some people who would piss on you if you was on fire. And you know
Right.
what I mean? You gotta wake up, man. You have to. That's all.
I love that right there. AZ Chike right now. What I know AZ is part of a crew that you guys all like. It's a whole unit of you guys that are artists, right? Is that where AZ comes from?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And
It's
then
a few of us.
Chike. What is Chike? What does that mean? What does that stand for?
Chike is I found Chike looking up like, Egyptian African names when I was just on my super conscious shit at the time, but it's actually like a Nigerian Igbo name. But Chike means power of God.
Oh, nice. Okay, and there you go,
Yeah.
man. AZ Chike's on right now. Packed up is out, bro. I like this vibe on it. Since I got you on, let's introduce it for everybody, and then we'll come back with some more AZ.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Yeah, this AZ Chike packed up, new joint, man. First single off the album, man. I'm excited. Let's do it.
AZ Chike, we're packed up right there. First single off the project. When do we got? We got something coming out. Have you talked about anything? Are we getting on the road?
Uh, all that is in the words, man. This is probably the closest to be honest. This is probably the closest I've been to having this damn album done. I'm talking about this shit is taking so much of me, bro. They think it's so easy. It's not easy. They can just make it look that way, but
Right.
it's very close, bro. It's very close, and we should be announcing real soon,
Nice.
sometime soon. Like I'm not even joking, but yeah, that's what's going on for sure.
How are you in the studio when it comes to going back in and you know, going and tweaking records? Because I've worked with a couple of artists, and you think it sounds perfect, and then you go back in the car and you listen to something. How much do you go back and like, oh wait, we need to add lib over here, we need to add something over here, or do you have a team that's like, yo, Chike, it's done. Leave this one alone. We're good with this one.
Yeah. Uh, so to say, I mean, for the most part, I do good with songs the first time around. For the most part, like it might have been like one or two track maybe. I've been like, let me update my verse because it was done some time a while ago. But my I wouldn't say issue, but my dilemma with that was just I make a lot of songs, bro. I work hard, so we down there just you know
Got it. Got
revise that motherfucker, and it's like seven new joints on that bitch, and
it.
you know what I'm saying. I'm getting all these love from these juggernauts of artists and the biggest in the game. So I'd be a damn fool not to make room for them. Like you know what I'm saying.
Right.
So that's all it was. It was taking the old joints out, putting the new joints on, and everybody getting on the same accord. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And yeah, when you got so many big personalities, it's just you got to figure out how to make shit work. So that was my dilemma. It was just the songs,
There's
the
too
new
many
song.
songs. You got too much stuff going on.
Yeah, I had to draw the line. I had to draw the line. I recently did. Like I drew the line. Like the new shit I recently did, it wouldn't even fit on the album that's coming out. Like I'm in a whole new era. Just you know what I'm saying.
Right.
And I want to make sure that new shit get the respect and love it deserves. So
I like that, man. AZ Chike. You also have that dope record with Black and Leon Thomas, All That
yeah,
Matter.
yeah,
Let's talk about this record real quick. I know you're an artist, and you talk about you kind of fit with what everyone's working with, but you also
yeah,
seem like a guy that wants to be with one girl and wants to like have
yeah.
this life, but you're also a superstar now.
Yeah.
I don't know your personal life story when it comes to that, but how do you
Yeah.
differentiate who that person's going to be, or even your friend circle, like the new ones that come in now? Like,
Yeah.
how guarded are you when it comes to that? You know what I mean? Like, are they there for you, or are they there for who you are right now?
Well, girl wise, it's a little more different. Like you never know. You never know. You never know. And I think the older I got, the more finicky I got. Like I'm very like, you cough wrong, you out of here. Like I'm cool. I'm cool. Like I'm straight on all that. So I probably stick to what I know. Probably somebody I already had something with. But like as far as
Right,
something new, it'll be a lot more work. And I'm all music right now, so I can't.
right. Yeah,
A
yeah,
lot of girls need a lot of attention too, and
yeah.
I'm work first, and I don't care what nobody thinks or feel about it. So
Right,
there's no arguing about that. There's no debate. There's no we need to talk.
right.
Work
No,
is work. Period.
yeah.
As
Career
far as
first.
homies, yeah, I'm not
Yeah, yeah,
playing the games.
yeah,
As
yeah.
far as like friendship is always open. You wanna obviously just be aware and move correctly because everybody don't have good intentions. But you might come across somebody like a black, like you know what I'm saying, and he was real good people's bro. Like he had good intentions, and he's really like mentally elevated and emotionally aware. And that's the type of people you want around you. You know what I'm saying? You want that type of energy rubbing off on you. So it's always open. You never know who you might become friends with or what
Right.
kind of doors that might open for you. So that's different though. But yeah, I already got my little friend group. We
Yeah,
already
right,
got our little inside jokes and all that.
right.
We go out when we go out. So yeah, it all works out though.
No, now I've been in the game, I've been in the radio game for over 20 something years now. And now anybody that comes up to me, I'm just like, my first guard is like, what do you want from me? You know what I mean? Like, I'm so jaded. And like, even my girl now, like, we're married now, but when we were dating,
Yeah,
people would ask her, like, yo, what about his career? And she's like, I would never ask him me or his career because I know what he's gonna choose. you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like that question's not even, as long as that person knows where your mindset's at, like, it'll work.
And that's why you married her. She
Yeah.
already, you heard of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
like that. I like that. That's a fact though. I think it's different for y'all though. Like radio personnels, because y'all really do get the attackers. Like, you get what I'm saying? I feel like with rappers, we can like block shit with our ego a little bit, like, and
Right.
they'll accept it, like, oh, he's a rapper, that's just how it goes. With radio, they like, well, you gotta hear me. You looking for new people, like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
it's a little different. So yeah, I can see how you can end up jaded like that. I respect it.
yeah, man. AZ Chike is on right now. I always end my show off with a positive quote, so I'm gonna let
Yeah.
you do it. Any positive quotes that resonates with you that you kind of think about often?
Any positive quotes? Yeah, I was talking to somebody recently. I think it was on Juneteenth, and I believe it very well. I feel like as humans, we look at animals a lot and we try to study them a lot, and we see the predators of animals, right? Like, or in a prey, like, oh well, you know, a lion or a leopard might eat the gazelle and shit like that, right? And we think we at the top of the food chain, but we not. I believe our predators are, the emotions that we can't deal with, the anger, the anxiety, and things of that nature. I think people should be very more aware of that. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Don't run from the problem or run from the predator, but learn how to fight back. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So
Yeah.
I think that's very important. And we should look at it that way, right? Like we should look at, oh, anxiety is normal, and man, like, I'm gonna be performative and I'm gonna tell the world how I got anxiety and maybe I should take some pills. And no, go find a way to deal with that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We
Yeah.
consume so much through this phone screen, we consume so much just through personal life every day. Find outlets, go do something, go run, go, I don't know, go hang out with your friends, go work out, sauna, cold plunge, go find something to let all that out so you can keep consuming. Oh, they putting in so much and letting out nothing. You know what I mean? Go
Yeah.
create or something. So that's my call. It's a little long, but it's fruitful.
I know. I love that right there. But
Right.
we all go through it. I've gone through it before getting on stage. Like, how do you
Yeah,
fight through that? You just got to fight through it, and you go rock out. You know what I mean?
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Right.
You
Right.
gotta you gotta find what works for you, man. And I think people are losing that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They listening to too many life coaches online, man. That shit ain't going. A nigga
Yeah.
calling you a bitch and telling you to wake up at 7 a.m. Ain't the truth,
Right.
brother. You need to go out here and figure it out yourself.
it's not a one size fits all. Like everybody, I was just thinking that
Yeah,
too. Like
exactly.
everyone's got their different ways of moving, you know, the way they operate, you know. So I love that
Yeah,
right there, man. I'm looking forward to getting you in the studio. I know we were talking about getting you in the studio, but we obviously highlighted your song today on the countdown, so I just wanted to get you
yeah,
on real quick. But looking forward to chopping it up with you in the studio. Last time I met you, it was great energy. I know you were getting pulled left and right, but it
yeah,
was dope to see you. Just you were just getting pulled left and right, and you were cool with it. You were just like,
yeah.
hey, this comes with it.
Exactly. Ain't worry about nothing. Ain't worry about
Yes,
nothing.
I love that. And last thing before I go to kind of lighten it up, what kind of sound do you think a dinosaur makes?
What kind of sound do I think a dinosaur makes? It depends what dinosaur you're talking about.
A big one.
A big one. It gotta sound like a lawnmower.
Let me
It
hear it.
got to. It gotta sound like a lawnmower, bro. I'm gonna go with a jammed lawnmower with like a water bottle stuck in that motherfucker for
Let me
sure.
hear it. You got to do it.
I don't know. I don't. It gotta be the for sure. For
I love
sure.
that right there. AZ Chike, thank you so much for jumping on here with us, bro.
No, of course, brother. It's been a pleasure.